Hello everyone. Welcome to Quant Masters. I'm Harshita Alvili. Today we have Sneha with us who is from Hassan and she got placed in TCS recently. She is here to share her experience with us. So let's talk to her and get to know about the entire TCS interview process in detail. Hi Sneha.
Hi, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good Sneha. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am.
Okay, super. So firstly, we would like to congratulate you for getting placed in TCS Sneha. We are very happy for you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, so before talking about anything else, could you tell more about yourself, Sneha?
Yes, ma'am. I'm Sneha from Hassan. I'm studying in Malnar College of Engineering, 7th semester. Currently, I'm in 7th semester. I'm from computer science background, and I got placed in TCS recently on the month of September. My role is assistant system engineer. I was placed as an assistant system engineer in the package of 4 LPA.
Oh, nice, nice. That's really
And I
nice.
was the student of Quant Masters on batch 17, ma'am.
Okay, that's really nice, Sneha. So, ready to share your experience with us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so was this an on-campus or an off-campus interview, Sneha?
It's on campus, ma'am.
On campus. So, when did you get to know that TCS is coming to your college?
August, ma'am.
In the month of
August
August
2020.
2021, you got to know that TCS will be coming to your college for placements.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
and totally how many rounds were conducted?
There were 3 rounds, ma'am.
Three rounds
RT,
were conducted.
TR, and HR. There were no MR round, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So when was the first round conducted, Sneha?
I have applied for TCS on August 2021. My aptitude was on 18th of September, ma'am, 2021.
Okay, 18 September, the first round was conducted, and that must be a
Yes,
written
ma'am.
test
My
if I'm
aptitude
not
round.
wrong. Okay, okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
could you tell about the first round in details, Sneha?
Yes, ma'am. There were 3 sessions in the first round: the numerical ability, verbal ability, and the reasoning ability. In the first round, they will be having 26 questions, ma'am, in numerical ability. I guess the topics on permutation, probability, and
Okay.
profit loss, HCF, LCF. These were the topics on numerical ability, ma'am. There were around 26 questions. We cannot navigate in between the questions. We need to
Okay, so
answer
you
all
have
the
to
questions.
answer and then go to the next question. You
Yes, ma'am.
cannot come back to the same
No,
question.
ma'am, we cannot come back to
Okay.
the same questions. And particular questions, it will be having its own timings. Ma'am, they have set for own timings. For difficult questions, it may be having 1 minute of time. For easy questions, they have set for 30 seconds, even for 40
Okay.
seconds, like that way.
Okay, it's not like the whole section will have so many minutes. It's not that way.
No,
Every
ma'am.
question will have a different time.
Different, yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So how did you find it? Like, was it easy for you or
Yes, ma'am.
difficult?
For me, because Himanshu sir teaches very good manner, even he teaches in a very quick manner, we can able to solve. Because of Himanshu sir, even without touching the pen, some of the questions I have solved. So I'm very happy for that. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, super. So you found that the numerical section was very simple.
Yes, ma'am. It was very simple because of Quant Masters, what I can say.
Okay, nice,
Because
nice.
of
Then what
Himanshu
about,
sir.
yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
correct. Nice, nice. And then what about the second section? Logical section?
Second session, verbal ability, ma'am. Verbal ability, there were around 24 questions on the topic of grammar, synonyms, antonyms, error correction, passage, sentence, reading comprehensions. These were the topics on the second, in the second one.
Okay,
Verbal
so
ability.
was the timing thing same for this section also?
Yes, ma'am. It will be same, ma'am.
It will be same. Okay, so how did you find it? Was this also, is
Yes,
this
ma'am.
section
Ritu
also
ma'am
same?
also, yeah, Ritu ma'am also teaches very well. Because of her, the passage and all, it really helped me a lot for
Okay, nice.
passaging sessions and error corrections, everything.
Okay, then what about the next section, logical
Next
section?
sessions were reasoning ability, ma'am. Reasoning ability will having lots of questions around. I was having 30 questions
Okay.
because it is an important area, reasoning. So yeah. It was on the topic of decoding, encoding, blood relation, attention to details, data comprehensions, unboxing, cut floats. These were the topics were there in reasoning ability, ma'am.
Okay, so how was it? Was it easy, moderate, or difficult?
It was moderate, ma'am. I
You could
can't say
answer
it
all the
was
questions.
not that much of easy, or I can't say it was not that much of typical.
Moderate
It
types.
was
You could
moderate.
answer.
Yeah, ma'am. I can manage. I was
Okay,
able to
nice.
handle it.
So these were the only 3 sections in the first round?
Yes, ma'am. It was the only 3 sessions in apti round.
Okay, so this happened on which date? I forgot. You told
Apti round, 18th of September, ma'am.
18th of September. Okay, and then
Yes.
when did you get to know that you are shortlisted for the next round?
Like 27th of October, I got a link for technical.
27th of October, so it was like 1.5 months later you got to know that you are actually
Yes, ma'am, we need
selected
to
for the
wait.
next round.
Yes, ma'am, we
Okay,
need to
okay.
wait.
Fine, fine. So when was the next round conducted?
Like 27th of October, ma'am.
Okay, so you didn't have much time to prepare for the second round.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Nice. You
Actually,
must
I
be
forgot to
confident
tell
now that
ma'am.
you will clear
Yes,
the
ma'am.
first round. You must be very confident that you will be clearing the first round. So all this 1.5 months you must have made use to practice.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I forgot to tell, in the first round we will be having like programming logic questions, ma'am.
Okay, so that was a separate section?
Yes, ma'am. It was a separate session.
Okay, how many questions were there?
Like there were around 10 questions, ma'am. Programming logic questions, like on the topic of data structure, oops, on the topic of C, like simple questions, ma'am, MCQs questions.
Okay, so that
And
was
the next thing is we will be having coding also. 2 coding will be there. In apti round only, we will be having coding also.
2 coding questions. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
So do you remember what were those questions?
Yes, ma'am. The first one is palindrome questions on the topic of palindrome.
Okay.
And the second one is, I forgot, ma'am.
Okay, so you were able to execute both the questions?
No, ma'am. Only one question I can able. But the second one is I passed the test cases, like public test cases. Private test cases was so difficult, ma'am. So it was not able to pass that. But anyhow, I cracked the first round, ma'am.
Cracked the first round. Nice. So on 27th October, the second round, the technical interview round happened.
Yes, ma'am. Technically, it was on 27th of October.
Okay. So yeah, please tell us about it in detail, Sneha.
Yes, ma'am. Technical first, I was little bit of nervous, ma'am. First he made me too comfortable. Like first I was a bit nervous on that day, and first he introduced about himself. Then he asked me to introduce about myself. Then he asked a question on, like, I have mentioned all the programming languages in my resume by unknowingly, but I was knowing all basic from all the programming languages. Though even I am in CS background, but I was knowing only the basic things.
Okay.
I start asking all the basic questions from all the programming languages, that what and all I have mentioned in my resume. So first thing is, in basic of C, he has built-in functions. And then he asked overloading, overridden, what is overloading, and how functions support overloading. And he has the difference between global static and in declarations. And he has the call by reference function. Like these were the questions he asked on the topic of C. Then he asked OOPS concept. In OOPS concept, I was having a questions like what is upper class, inner class, inheritance, polymorphism, like futures of OOPS. Basic questions, all were basic questions. And in data structure, I was having a question on the topic of array.
Arrays, okay.
Array. And then multi-dimensional array, linked list, doubly linked list, then linear, non-linear type, and based on the topic of stat. This were the questions I was having, ma'am. And yeah, finally he told me to, like, he asked some questions on my project. The topic of my project, it was around cyberbullying, my topic, what I have done, mini project. So he asked questions on those projects. I can able to answer those questions. So it was very good, ma'am.
So what was the duration of this round?
It was around 20 to 25 minutes, ma'am. He asked so many questions, all basic questions, but so many questions he asked. And he asked theoretically also, he asked some questions, coding questions. What is the expected output? Like that type of questions he asked.
So you were able to manage to answer all the questions. Nice.
Yes, ma'am. All the questions, like around 5 questions, I cannot be able to answer, but remaining those questions, around 20 to 15 questions, I can be able to manage, ma'am.
Okay. Nice. So when did you get to know that you are shortlisted for the HR round?
10th November.
So again, there was a gap of some 13 days.
13 days, yeah.
Okay. So when was the next round conducted?
Yeah, ma'am. It was around. It was on 10th of November. HR interview.
Okay. HR interview. Yeah. Tell us about it.
HR interview, like it was so good, ma'am, because HR interview also I was so much of nervous, but
Okay.
she makes me to feel comfortable. She was so friendly. I thought she will ask some like technical questions like that type. I thought, but she asked me a basic questions, very general questions. Like she told me to introduce about myself. I told about myself. Then she asked my CGPA and my branch, and she asked any education gap is there, and she asked why TCS, then why we want to hire you, and she asked about why you want to see you after 5 years in TCS, and then if you hired for a higher package, then would you leave the company or would you like to continue the company? Like this type of basic questions and general questions she was asking.
Okay. Nothing complicated. She asked only the questions which you were already prepared.
No, ma'am, nothing. Yes, ma'am. Strength and weakness she asked. That type of questions only. It was so easy. I was able to manage. I was yeah.
Super, super. So you found that was very simple. HR round was very simple. And when
Yes,
did you
ma'am.
get to know the final results, Sneha?
Final result, ma'am, I got my offer letter on 26th of November, exactly on 5 p.m. Even I can't forget the time also.
Okay, okay. So again, there was a gap of 17 days.
Yes,
You
ma'am, it was
applied in the
that.
month of August and you got to know the final results in the end of October.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
No, ma'am,
anyways.
in the end of November, I got the offer letter.
Yeah, that's what. Super, super. So that was the entire journey, interview experience with TCS. Okay,
Yes, ma'am, it
nice.
was
So,
like 3 months.
so you have any tips or suggestions to your friends who are trying to get placed in TCS, Sneha?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to suggest all my juniors to join Quant Masters because it's telling by my heart. It's really going to help you because Himanshu sir, he's the one who motivates us a lot because at the end of the class, ma'am, he used to tell some motivations. Like it's really helps us a lot. Like for programming also, coding also, like a verbal communication, Ritu ma'am will be there. The entire Quant Masters team really helped me a lot. I would like to thank my senior. She suggests me to join for Quant Masters. Like if I have been not joined for Quant Masters, I don't know whether I will be there here or not. Really helped me a lot, ma'am, Quant Masters. And I'm suggest all my juniors to join Quant Masters, ma'am. It's
Oh,
telling by my heart.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, ma'am, for that.
Thank you so much, Sneha. Thanks for all the kind words. We are really happy that we could help you and you found all the classes helpful and you also got placed successfully. We are very happy for you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Even I am also very happy, ma'am. My parents are very happy. Like my mom was told me to give my mom also, she was also very happy, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. And also thanks for being here, sharing all the information with us, Sneha.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. It's my pleasure.
Congratulations once again and all the very best for your future.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.